Oh my god, I've already failed at this vlog already. So hi, hello, this is a Tome Topple vlog. So this is the 10th round of Tome Topple that I have hosted. This is the readathon that I created for books over 500 pages. It is the third day of Tome Topple, and I forgot that I want to do a vlog. What's so funny about this is that I had plenty of opportunity to film this vlog. I've been home, so I just recently moved back to Illinois about like a week ago, and I've been here able to read because I don't currently have a job here. I did that purposefully because I have a wedding to go to the very beginning of March, and I didn't want to be starting a new job and then going to this wedding, which is a destination wedding, and taking a week off of a new job and blah, blah, blah. So I moved back with my parents very temporarily, and I'm living off of my savings because I have an emergency fund for this exact kind of purpose for when you're not working, if that ever has to happen for whatever reason. And for me, my mental health was important, and I was not in a good place in Delaware and hadn't been for some time because I hadn't wanted to live there for years. Anyway, this is a rambly start to the vlog, but I just wanted to explain that in case you guys are like, where the fuck are you? Because it's a totally different location. But I am starting out with Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson. This is the two-part UK edition, so in the UK editions they're broken into two books, even though it's all one book, so I count it as one book. I don't count it as two books, just so you guys know. But I'm about 225 pages into that, and this is Sunday night, and the readathon started on Friday. So 225 pages into that, and then 20%, I think, of the way into Assassin's Quest by Robin Hobb, which I'm listening to on audiobook. Also, my makeup is a lot. I should have explained that first because I was demoing some makeup for a event I'm gonna go to the end of the month, a MySpace emo prom, where a cover band plays a bunch of emo music, and I am going to have some like really fun emo makeup. This is one potential thing. It's like the Gerard way of My Chemical Romance, red smoky eye, but I'm gonna be demoing a lot of things. Maybe I'll show you those throughout the vlog, who knows? So my goal for Way of Kings is to read 100 pages a day, about. Over would be great, but I read about 100 pages a day so I can get through that and then have a little bit of time to read a little bit more of a book, a second book at the end of Tome Topple. I want to get to The Shadowed Sun by N.K. Jemisin for Black History Month because she is a Black author and she also has Black characters predominantly in her works. And then I want to try to listen to about an hour and a half a day of Assassin's Quest. That's a little bit easier because I listen to that on like 2 to 2.25 speed. I listen to that on Libby. That's what makes it so you can do a little bit different variations of speed. So that's a little bit easier because it's on over 2 speed. But yeah, those are my goals for each day reading. So now hopefully I'll remember to update you guys as I'm doing things. Maybe this will be a fun vlog. I mean, I'm not really doing anything like super fun at home, so it's really gonna be probably like similar to when I was living in Delaware. But we'll see. Hello, it is Tuesday, the 11th, and I didn't do much reading yesterday. I did enough audiobook reading, like I typically am listening to about an hour of the audiobook each day of Assassin's Quest, so that's been good. But I didn't do a lot of physical reading. I probably read about 40 pages when again I'm trying to read like 100. Probably because I went and got a new iPhone. I desperately need one, and I've had my last one for 5 years, and now I'm just waiting to get the case and the pop socket for this because I'm living in fear that something's going to happen to it in the time that's going to take for those things to get here. But today I've listened to plenty of the audiobook, I think, already, although I'll probably listen to more because I went on a walk with the dog earlier. That was like 40 minutes, and I also listened to it when I was getting ready, and I'm going to listen to it getting ready for bed. That's like what I tend to do every day with audiobooks. And then I've read about 40 pages of The Way of Kings, and I'm going to be reading more. I want to get up to page 400, and I'm on page 300. I don't think I'm probably going to get like over 100 pages read today, but maybe I will. I probably won't. That's dumb. I probably won't, because that would be a ton more reading. That would be 100 more minutes of reading, and I just don't know if I will do that. But I did just look at my reading spreadsheet because I decided to enter the pages for both of those books on the reading spreadsheet, and I'm reading like some of the longest books in my TBR. Like, granted, I knew that for The Way of Kings. I was like, that is a very long book, and I think it is the longest book of my TBR at 1,008 pages for the edition that I'm reading. But then Assassin's Quest is also hella long, and it is 838 pages. So typically speaking, I read books for Tome Topple in the like 600 to 700 range, and these are like vastly over that. So part of me was like, oh my gosh, it's taking so long to get a book read, and I'm like, because you are reading behemoths. Like, it's not even a tome at this point, it's a behemoth. Like, they're they're so long. So I'm not going to feel bad if I only get through Way of Kings and Assassin's Quest this month, because that is just a lot. Well, not this month, because I'm going to definitely finish these before the end of the month and then read other non-tomes. I really, really, really do want to get to Shadowed Sun by N.K. Jemisin. I just don't know if I'm going to. So as far as thoughts on both of those books, I am enjoying both. Assassin's Quest, I'm definitely glad I'm reading on audiobook, because I've heard that for most people, Assassin's Quest, the third book in the series, is a slog. And I can see how it would be if you're reading in a physical copy, because just a lot of horrible things happen to Fitz all the time in this series, but it's just like sometimes things will feel, they're already starting to feel like a little repetitive, because he's just like making poor decisions, but he also has like horrible PTSD, so it makes sense he's doing that. But you're just like, oh, I want you to succeed. And then Way of Kings, I'm not far enough into it to like really know what's going on. There's still like definitely a lot of like world building and character stuff that's happening, but I'm liking all the characters I'm following. I've met Shallan, Dalinar, Adolin, I don't actually know how to say his name, and why am I just forgetting his name? And Kaladin, love Kaladin, obviously, already, because he reminds me of Kelsier. So yeah, I know this series is like very intricate and everything, so I kind of feel like I'm not gonna really like grasp much of anything. I mean, like, it's not a hard story to understand, but just like how everything is gonna interconnect, I'm not going to get obviously until the end when the big reveals start happening for this book. So I'm not really worried about that, because I'm along for the journey. But yeah, enjoying my time reading so far. Hello, it's Thursday, the 13th, and I just feel like I'm not achieving my goals with the reading. I mean, I'm doing a pretty good job, all things considered, but like yesterday I just didn't read as much as I wanted to. I read like 40 pages probably, like 40 minutes. I keep listening to the audiobook, so that's been fine, but just like being home, my family keeps the TV on a lot, and then I just end up watching shows like the zoo and just like a lot of like nature shows and like the aquarium and all these things on Animal Planet that I just am like, I want to see what happens to the baby rhino, and then I'm not reading. So it's fine, self-care, you know, but since it's basically halfway through the readathon at this point, I do want to be realistic now, because my goal of finishing The Way of Kings and then finishing or getting a significant portion through another book is probably not going to happen. I still want to read The Shadowed Sun this month if I can get to it, but I don't think I'm going to be reading it during the readathon. So my goal for today, because I really don't have like much to do, I have a couple errands I need to run and that's it, is I want to finish this book part of The Way of Kings. This is broken into two parts. I think I mentioned it before. So I want to get through this part. As of right now, I'm on page 445, and I think there's 600 pages to this. So I'd like to finish this. I've already read about 40 pages today, I'd say. So I want to get through this. And then with the audiobook of Assassin's Quest, I want to get 50% of the way through that. I'm 44% of the way through right now. So I'm just trying to be realistic about what I can achieve. And I think I'm only going to get through The Way of Kings, which is fine physically. And then I'm going to get through, obviously, Assassin's Quest on audiobook. These are both really good things. I just wanted to like really be boss mode and finish Way of Kings and like at least start something else. I just don't necessarily see that happening. Although, once you get to like the Brandon Sanderson endings, I tend to just like barrel through those. So the ending of this book, since it's like 1,000 pages, is probably going to be the last like 300 pages. So maybe I'll like really power through the last 300 pages. It's not like I'm not enjoying this. It's just like, you know, there's a lot of build up and stuff, laying a lot of groundwork, foundational stuff. So anyway, that's my plan for today. I'm going to run a couple errands, like I said. I don't know what to like film because I'm doing other things, like I went and snowblowed, but I'm not gonna film myself snowblowing the driveway. You know, I just feel like I need to add some spice to these vlogs, and I don't know how to do it yet because I apparently don't know how to record myself, even though I've been doing it for years. I don't know. We'll see. So it's 9:30. I have to read 50 more pages of Way of Kings if I want to meet my goals. I have read enough of the audiobook of Assassin's Quest, so I'm over 50%. I'm at like 51% or something. But I need to read more of Way of Kings, and I feel like getting a new phone has cursed me. Because I got the phone with the big screen. Oh, my case and my pop socket came in today too, so now I can hold it without feeling like I'm gonna destroy it. I also have a screen protector on it. But I feel like because it's so pretty and like the screen's so big, I just scroll more. even though I have Twitter like blocked, like I can't do it for more than like half an hour a day, I think, and then I delete it off my phone. But just I feel like I'm spending time on the phone and I don't really know what I'm doing on it because I'm not really on Twitter. I haven't really been on Instagram. Like I just find ways and like things to look up on my big screen in a way that I feel like I didn't on my old phone. I don't know. But I have not read enough because I started reading again for the night at like 6 and I feel like I've only done 2 20-minute sessions. So in the last like 3.5 hours, I've only read 40 minutes of those. And there's no need for that. I mean, I have been listening to my audiobook. When I'm scrolling, I listen to my audiobook. So like that's still helpful, but I want to get through this physical copy of Way of Kings. So I think I'm gonna make myself stay up until I finish it. Like this version, you know, like this part. So that's 600 of the 1,000 pages. Hello, I just got back from the gym. I did some weightlifting today. I've been back into lifting and stuff because really a lot of 2019 I took off to do some like recovery stuff because I got too obsessive about food. So now that I've embraced some more like body positive stuff and fitness for the sake of fitness and not for changing the way my body looks, I'm in a better place with that. But I wanted to report that last night I was successful with my reading. I got a little over 50% of the way through Assassin's Quest, and then I finished part 1 of Way of Kings, and so now I'm reading part 2. And this section is actually a little bit shorter than the last one. The last one was about like 593 pages, I think it was, and then this one's like 523, I think. I forget. So that will probably go by quicker. And the end of the last one, there was a little afterword from Brandon Sanderson that basically said that he chose how to separate the two up if publishers wanted to publish them separately. So the last one kind of concluded with like some parts of the story like wrapping up, not so much wrapping up, but like things happened so that that first section wrapped up and now like other things are gonna happen, so I'm excited about that. I'm liking all the characters and stuff. I'm excited to get to the point where it's like, okay, all the shit's coming together. So hopefully that will happen in the next couple of days. And like I said, it might get to a point with a classic Brandon Sanderson ending where like the last 300 pages I'm just like flying through because shit's hitting the fan. I'm just assuming that's what's gonna happen. Hi, it's Sunday the 15th, and if you can't tell from my voice, I've gotten a cold. And it's bullshit because I just had a cold at the beginning of the year. And it's just, you know, February 15th, so it hasn't even been that long. And I only really get sick like 2 or 3 times a year with colds. So it's just like, what the fuck? I originally thought it was an allergy attack. It's not. I don't know what to do with myself. And since I've been back in Illinois at home, I have gotten plenty of sleep. I have not really been stressed. Like the move was stressful, but like obviously like no more than other moves I've done. And I've been drinking a lot of water and I've been like working out, you know, like comfortably, not like in a way that would be like, oh, you're running yourself down. And I've been eating really well. And it's just like, I've done all the things I'm supposed to do. I haven't been exposed to people sick in a hospital the way I was when I was working back in Delaware. So like, why has this been done to me? Basically, I've been sneezing constantly all day. I've also taken a nap and I've just been stuffing tissue up my nose because my nose is running constantly. I don't know what I did to deserve this. But in reading related news, I have about 300 pages left of The Way of Kings, so I'll probably finish that by like Tuesday at the latest, I'd say, especially tomorrow if I just like read all day, because I've read over 100 pages today. I'm definitely reading the second half of Way of Kings faster than the first half, and we haven't even gotten to like the big colossal Brandon Sanderson ending yet, so that's cool. I'm definitely just starting to like kind of feel like I'm flying through it, I guess because things are starting to like rev up to the big ending, which is why I feel like the last 100 pages I'll probably just like binge read. And then I'm about 56% of the way through Assassin's Apprentice. The thing is like I read the audiobooks more when I'm out of the house doing stuff and less when I'm just around the house. So today I read the audiobook like way less than I usually do. I still like sat here for a little while and just like listened to it, but around the house I tend to read the physical book, and when I'm out and about I tend to read the audiobook, or like in the morning when I'm getting ready I'll like listen to the audiobook, but today I just like laid around all day. So yeah, just had less audiobook time. So yeah, that might take me slightly longer to finish than Way of Kings. I don't know. But anyway, reading is going fairly well. I just feel like the last reading vlog I did, I was also sick. Because I was doing the winter magical readathon. Why has this happened? Are reading vlogs cursed now? Like, am I just destined to be sick in them? Is this what caused this to happen? There's no logical reason. But anyway, I'll check back in later, but this vlog is just gonna be garbage now because it was already like, I wasn't showing you guys a lot of what I was like doing before anyway, and now it's like I won't be doing anything. I'll be laying in bed. I'll be laying in bed. This is it. I hate it. Okay, bye. Hi, it's Monday. This is gonna be the worst Tome Topple vlog ever because it's all just gonna be in this location with me looking like this. But I'm sorry. I have 100 pages left of Way of Kings. I'm reading the second half way quicker. I'm not quite sure why. I mean, maybe also because I've had nothing to do the last couple of days because I've just been sick. But I just feel like it's less of a slog to pick it up. Like, I was never not enjoying it, but now, like, I think I just know more, like, better established in the world, so, like, it's just easier to read. But it definitely is getting to the point where, like, a big thing is happening, and I'm like, I don't even want to pick it up because I'm stressed. You know, like, I'm feeling that way about it, which is definitely, like, a Sanderson-type ending. And then I'm 67% of the way into Assassin's Quest. Definitely feel like that one's more of a slog. Like, there's some things that are happening, I'm just kind of like, okay, come on. Like, this middle portion, which I think I've heard with people talking about this book, this middle portion is just like a bit of a slog. And I'm like, all right, let's go. So I actually sped it up to like 2.5 speed. I'm listening to it on like 2.15 speed. I'm listening to it on Libby. So Libby lets you do like a little bit more variable with your speed. So 2.5 speed, just trying to kind of like blast through some of this stuff that I'm like, okay, let's go. But still hoping to finish that before the end of Tome Topple. I'm definitely going to finish this. Possibly tonight or tomorrow. That's what I've been thinking. I was always kind of thinking I'd finish this by Tuesday at the rate that I was going. So we'll see. But cold-wise, it's really annoying because I feel generally fine. I just can't breathe through my nose. And I just have to like constantly blow my nose, and like that's really annoying, and like nothing's coming out, just like my nose is like swollen shut. So I love that journey for me. So yeah, this Tome Topple vlog, just a lot of me sitting around reading, which is kind of the point of a reading vlog, but I wish I could at least look different each day instead of just being like in my house clothes every day without makeup on, looking sick. It's fine. So it's Monday evening and I have finished The Way of Kings. That was a really long book. The last half, like I said, went by like way quicker than the first half. Solid 4 stars for me. Not my like new favorite, but I'm definitely intrigued by the series and will continue. I like that it ties into a lot of the other Cosmere stuff now that I've read all of the first era of Mistborn, one book from the second era, Elantris, and Warbreaker. Are those all the ones that I've read? So I've read a fair number of Cosmere books. So the fact that this like ties in like some other character things are mentioned from the other Cosmere books. Some of the magic seems kind of similar from other Cosmere, but I don't love this as much as I loved Mistborn when I first read it, for example. So I'm definitely intrigued about a lot of the stuff. I like a lot of the characters, and I'll be doing a review and discussion of this for sure. So now I just need to finish Assassin's Quest. Like I said, I'm at a part where I'm just not loving it. I'm kind of just like speed listening through it. But I think something important is happening in the part I'm listening to right now. So I think I need to go back and listen to it a little bit slower, but that's the only thing I'm going to read now for Tome Topple is that audiobook. And I'm not going to pick up another physical book because it's Monday. I don't see myself reading a whole tome by Friday, and I have some other reading goals I need to get done this month. I have a book for the House Salt Book Club to read, and then I have my Patreon book pick to read, and both of those are not tomes, so I think I just want to not do another tome and just call it right now. I do plan on reading big books though, like every month, so basically every month is going to be Tome Topple for me for the first like 6 months of the year, because most of the books that I want to get read that are like the oldest books in my TBR are also the longest books in my TBR. So I will update you probably next when I finish Assassin's Quest. Look, I'm sitting in a different location for variety. I'm still sick, but I feel better, so that's great. So I have been listening to Assassin's Quest on and off today, and I'm about 77% of the way through. But I decided that although I was going to start reading another book. I was going to start reading Winter of the Witch, not for Tome Topple, obviously. I felt like I can't move on until this is done, and I actually own the physical copy of Assassin's Quest. So I put a bookmark in where it is, and I will actually be able to read it faster than I listen to it on audiobook, although I love the audiobook. I just want to get through it, so I just want to like devote all of my reading time to this. Before bed, I'm going to read a book that I have on Kindle, like not a tome, but during my like serious reading time, I'm going to be reading this just to get through it, because otherwise I think I'll just be sitting there listening to the audiobook at a slower rate than I could just be reading it if I was sitting there listening. You know, the audiobook is great for when I'm like in the car, getting ready for bed, getting ready in the morning, going for a walk, but I haven't been doing like any of these things really. I've been getting ready in the morning and getting ready at night, but not as extensively as I would be if I was like putting on makeup and stuff, because I've been home sick and I haven't been like taking walks because it's cold outside. I haven't been going to work out because I'm sick. So I haven't really been able to have like organic audiobook time. It's been like, I'm gonna sit here listen to my audiobook, but I'm like, really, I could read it faster. Although this text is tiny. It's just a lot. But yeah, so I am like, in this case, 654 pages into, I think it's like an 830 page book, I wanna say, like 835 pages. So yeah, I'm just gonna try to read this, and that way I will for sure get it done within the next 2 days instead of like scrambling to read the audiobook when I don't want to and I could be reading it in physical copy. I'll still hear all the characters' voices in that narrator's voice. So yeah, but I think that's a better use of my time, because I can't devote my time reading-wise elsewhere when Tome Topple is still happening and I haven't finished my tomes. So it is Tuesday night. I have until Thursday. This is how I'll be spending the rest of my time. I can't believe it took me this long to figure out to do this. I mean, I guess it's only been a day, but like today I could have been reading this. But I also got some other stuff done by multitasking with the audiobook. So like, it's not a whole lost cause by any means. Hello, it is Wednesday and I'm 86% of the way done with Assassin's Quest, hoping to finish it today between reading it in physical copy and the audiobook. But I actually feel well enough to leave my house today, but I'm gonna put some makeup on for the first time in like 5 days and go run some errands, like run to Target, get some stuff for my trip, because 2 weeks from today I'll be in Mexico for a friend's wedding, and yeah, just get some stuff that I need to get. Possibly stop and get like sushi or something, because I've been feeling that lately and I haven't left my house in days. So yeah, gonna do that. I feel like a person again. I'm still a little like the dredges of sickness are still here, but I feel way better. I'm 99% of the way through Assassin's Quest. I have like a chapter left, just like a few pages actually, but I need to go get my nails done. I have a nail appointment and I had to leave like right now. So I guess the upside to this is that you will get an update with my nails, because this is the first time going to a new nail salon ever, because ever since I've been getting my nails done, it's always been in Delaware, and I'm in Illinois now. So I'm nervous, but it needs to happen because I am going on vacation in 2 weeks and I need vacation nails. So, and these I've had for 3 weeks. So it's time to try a new nail salon and hope for the best. And then when I come back, I will read the very last bit of Assassin's Quest. Okay, nails done, book completed. So this was not as good in my opinion as Royal Assassin, which is the second book. The second book just had more themes and things that I tend to like. I think more, all these books are really character driven, but I liked the character interactions and the really large cast that you interact with in the second book. And there is a still larger cast, but not as many people, and it was just different. And then the magic that you're more focused on in this book is different, and it's not my preferred magic of all the magics that are in this world. So I think this will be a book, from what I've heard people say, that pays off more as the series goes on, because this is the last of this trilogy, but within the realm of the Elderlings, there are like 5 or something different trilogies or series. I think a couple of them have like 4 books in them. So stuff that happens in here will obviously have payoff like later on, but obviously those books are always difficult because when you read them, they don't have the payoff, but later on, they the payoff there. So yeah, I still feel like it's a 3-star for me because so much of the middle was just so boring and repetitive, but I think that I will value it later on. So that is it for my Tome Topple experience. I'm gonna get editing this, but I'm not hopeful for how entertaining this will be. But if you participated in Tome Topple, please comment down below and let me know. Let me know how your TBR went, if you got any challenges done. Because I did 2 books, and they each had 2 categories that they could fulfill, I reached Scholar. But I'm happy with my Tome Topple, so comment down below and let me know how your Tome Topple went. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see all of you guys soon. Bye.